Wow.
You don't think we're prepared for this?
I haven't logged on to this guy in months, but I still remember how to summon.
Well,
You
never
look like
forget
a
that. You do it
Ooh,
more
Eddie,
than
were
angel.
you the person who cursed this Heralinar next to us and made her glow purple without any buffs that I see? Was that your doing?
Could be.
Well, it wasn't my
I
doing.
still have no idea what you did to curse me all those years ago.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
No, you can see their buff. It says Curse of Stalvine.
All right. Pants. How much longer do you think
Do you
need?
want me to curse you?
No,
At
it's fine.
5%.
It wasn't showing up on my little buff bar thing, probably because I can't decurse it or something like that.
He's got a decent rig. It shouldn't be that long. Maybe we can walk out or mount up down to below and start towards the gate or something.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's mount up and march toward the gate. So let's get into formation. Oh, we can't mount here. Yeah, okay.
We need to walk first.
Yeah.
Yeah, have to physically walk. Where's perception? My bar. There he is.
What is auto walk? I'm used to clicking R, which is what it is in Final Fantasy.
I miss perception so much.
By default, it's numlock. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
I don't know any does anyone keep it numlock?
I actually do.
I do, yeah.
I got it bound to a mouse key, and then I go log off, and I go to use my number pad, and it doesn't work, and I never remember why.
On retail, I use the number pad for world markers too.
What's that formation, Sal? Have you thought of all this? How many wide?
I feel like we're asking a lot for us to walk in a formation.
2 by 2. Sal
we'll do
leads
the 2
one,
by
I'll
2
lead
and
one. In fact,
I
secondary.
got 3.7 gigs remaining.
It should load up to where it's playable at some point too, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Duh.
I mean, if you don't need add-ons or anything, because
yeah.
He's back here by me somewhere.
So I'll get in front here.
Follow Sal.
Go to bed.
Okay.
Go to bed.
I'll take the right.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Can I see who you look like? I forgot who you
This is what I look like. Now go to bed.
Hi,
Hi, children's.
What was this called again?
This is World of Warcraft. Going away soon.
Hi, girls.
Everyone,
Are you the one on the fire horse?
Yes, I'm the one on the fire horse.
The fire horse.
That's me.
What the hell? I thought I could get a demo. Oh, I hate video games.
Oh, no, that's actually real people playing right now?
Yeah, they are real people playing right now.
I'm actually a robot.
I'm not that real, trust me.
We're on Discord, so you hear all the people I'm talking to.
There's another fire horse for you.
You want to see the other fire horse? It's probably cooler than my fire horse. Yeah, it is cooler than my fire horse.
Kaya flag up.
Oh, shit. So cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, mine is cool too.
G-kick.
Theirs is even cooler.
Okay. All right. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh shit!
Oh right, I forgot.
I remembered. Jeez.
I'm not in front. Were we supposed to be behind specific people? Because
find someone to follow. Yeah.
Usually we just find someone to /follow, like auto follow. Makes it easy.
We've only been doing this for a decade and a half. We should.
Should have be pretty practiced by now.
And there's children watching me, even though they're supposed to be in bed.
Nope. Left turn.
There we go.
I got DC'd.
Oh no!
Rip.
Halt. Everyone go to bed. Everyone go to bed.
But you're playing World of
Warcraft. Good night.
Go into your bed.
I haven't watched them so long.
Yeah,
I don't want to go to bed yet.
Nothing to watch. We're just walking on our horses.
Why?
Only 8 o'clock.
I
don't send them to bed.
10 o'clock.
You're not my mom. Wait, you are.
It's way past their bedtime. Who's that? That's Celiana, my such a don't worry about it. Got stuck. Oh, no, I got stuck behind a light.
Right turn.
Me doing my best. Oh, I love you, Eddie.
I was stuffing my face with fries.
Taking those corners so sharp.
Man, if my FCC players are gonna kill me.
What are you even doing?
We're just marching.
Why? Where are you
That's a
going?
really good question.
Where are you
I
going?
don't know.
Don't
Just all
question
shit.
why we
Going.
RP walk. It's just what we do.
Where are we not going is the question.
I'm not sure where we're going or why we're doing it. We're just doing it.
You don't know why we're doing it. Wow.
It's hard to explain to the children why we're doing it.
This random
It's
person just walked
because
by.
we're saying goodbye.
Yes, because
Build
we're all
tradition.
quitting the game soon, and this is just our last thing we're doing.
It's like Eddie, me doing my best.
We're
Yeah,
not gonna
He's so
play
cute.
anymore?
we're not going to play anymore because everyone's bored of it.
No. I forbid you.
We've
I
all
mean, I'm
discovered
not
better
bored of
games.
it.
Oh.
I would have played this with you all to the end.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would have. I was ready to go into Lich King.
I'm pretty sure he would have. Actually.
Hey, what server are you guys on?
These corners are
Fabulous.
not working
Fabulous.
for me, guys.
The corners are a little tough to navigate.
Wait, hold on. I gotta turn the music down.
Especially on my big kitty.
Shit. What server are you guys on?
Fabulous.
Grobulous.
Fabulous.
RP PvP. US
Grobulous.
West, I think.
My children are learning a lot of new words today.
Like
Yeah.
Grobulous.
Like
Apologies.
Grobulous?
Grobulus is a weird one.
I haven't
There we
been
go.
swearing, so
Grobulous
Go
is
to
a
bed.
perfectly common word.
Go to bed. Now go to bed. Okay, look, the screen is off. The screen's off. Go to bed. No, it's off.
She's lying. It's not up.
Go to bed.
Nothing fun is happening.
I'm miserable.
Go. I
Okay,
will.
we'll wait here.
wow.
This is a good pause point.
Yeah.
See,
This is why I don't have kids. They interrupt
this
my
is
gaming.
exactly how boomer gamers encounter trying to do anything in an MMORPG.
All right, I'm about to log in.
Nice.
Okay, great.
You're like
So then
near the standy spot in Stormwind.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
wait.
fire.
here.
I'll fire you an instant guild invite.
Do you
Alright,
have
yeah,
any
I'm-
gear or anything, Pants?
Nope.
I think
Maybe
we're
like
walking
level
then.
Are you level 1?
Yep.
Cool.
Wow.
I might. Let me see.
It's okay. I can res.
Look what you guys have done.
Oh, it says he's a free trial and I can't G-invite him.
Oh,
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't want trials to join guilds because spam concerns. But
Hold on. Let me relog.
Did you sub or?
I did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Then.
yeah, it might take a little bit to
I
catch
might.
up.
I did it while I was logged in, so I just logged out and logged back in.
Oh yeah, that's probably why.
I guess we can take a detour to get him, and then he can run alongside us.
Thanks a lot, guys. Now my oldest child is very upset with me for quitting World of Warcraft, even though she hasn't seen me play in like a year.
It's still something you're quitting. Oh no!
I quit. You told me never to be a quitter.
She's really,
Oh, wow.
really angry with me in a way that only an 11-year-old girl can be angry.
Kids get.
Yeah, I guess you'll just have to play a different game so that she forgets about this one.
She had definitely already forgotten about it.
Do we want to start up again and move out, or
Are we going to the standing spot to wait?
Yeah, we're at the standing spot. I wanted to grab Pants. He's relogging.
You should definitely grab some pants.
Who doesn't like grabbing pants?
It's like 100 degrees out here. If you're wearing pants, I don't know what.
It
you're
was
doing.
108 today here.
Yes. Yeah.
Yuck.
By the
It's
way,
been
I can't do a boost in
ridiculous.
classic, can I?
You can.
I don't
think
see the
only if
server.
you-
For 60. Wow.
Oh,
But I think
Jesus
only if you
Christ.
buy BC, right?
No, so-
you have to have
Collector's edition.
I think
you have to have Burning Crusade Classic, and then you're allowed at least one per account, and I think it only puts you to 58.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 58. You're right. And it's I think it's only if you buy like a collector's edition or something, right?
Never
I don't
mind.
Hey,
remember.
just run along as like a
I don't
Newbie
think
level
you have
one with
to
us.
do the collector's one to do the 58. I think it's just as long as you've bought Burning Crusade Classic. It's allowed at least one per account. I'm 90% sure.
All right, Pants, you need a little time or a lot of time?
I'm in now.
Okay, cool.
Let's see if I
We
can
could
get him in
also
here.
we could march to Northshire Abbey and pick Pants up along the way.
Yeah, it still says he's a free trial.
What the fuck?
It's
You
probably
close
not
the game
you.
all the way out.
Okay. So
since you just subbed, it can take a little bit. I have seen that. I don't know what a little bit is, unfortunately, but I mean, we can just retrieve you and have you walk
yeah, you can still walk with us. What's your character name?
Panseri.
I might have guessed.
What's his name?
It was.
What else?
Someone already had taken it.
I tried.
Actually, it's Kyre.
Okay, so he's in Northshire. Okay, yeah. So why don't you meet us down in Goldshire?
Portal.
Oh yeah, right. We have
we can summon him.
I don't know. I'm trying.
Dope.
Can't summon trials.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see that being a thing, but let's sure as hell try.
Thanks, Junk Hunter.
Oh, I'm in combat. I'm in danger.
Oh no. Gotta kill that random wolf that's attacking you. There he is.
All right.
All right. I want to clean up all the poop behind you guys.
Okay. So this time we'll do the rearing horse thing properly. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay. Do not poop.
Okay. Click comms. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
That was good. That was good.
We didn't embarrass ourselves in front of all these people.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah, we look like pros.
Have a
They're
reputation.
forgetting to make my horse rear up.
They're probably like, this is the world's smallest guild.
Right or left, Sal?
We're more of a club than a guild.
Yeah,
shitty guild. We all have old gear.
Let's have our left line go left, our right line go right, and then rendezvous.
Ooh. Fancy.
How's that for new content?
Yeah.
Shaking it
I don't
up
know.
on the last match.
I need a diagram on Mythic Raid Tools. Sorry.
I forgot to tell Sam we were doing this today, and I just ran to the computer. He's like, "How long is this going to take?" I was like, "I don't know."
There's so many people watching us. This is great.
It's the first time they've probably seen RP on Grobulus in however long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did see a Empire Jedi Star Wars Guild advertising in LFG a
fancy.
while ago. Yeah.
That seems very RP.
Is that where the cat girls should probably join too?
Probably.
Then I forget where was the end destination of our march?
Oh, look how smooth that was.
It's beautiful.
That was pretty sweet.
Karazhan, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. The one downside is aside from Eddie, I don't think we'll like pick up extra horde like we have sometimes.
Probably.
I don't even know where we would march anymore to have that happen. But I really liked when like we had a few, at least one other guy join us when we marched up in like Winter Spring, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he like joined our Discord and stuff.
That was a great route too.
That was fun.
At that time, because those zones were alive.
Marching to Ogremar was also a lot of fun.
That was fun, yeah.
Or marching to almost Ogremar before getting massacred.
If this march ends like halfway through because we just get killed and camped, that would be a fitting end.
I feel like we'll make it at least like we might get killed and camped like at Karazhan.
There is one level 66 Tauren in Elwyn.
Really?
Wow. What a
Look
rebel.
what he's doing.
You know what? If a group of horde actually ambushed and killed us, we should disband as corpses and give our opponents the satisfaction of killing our guild.
There you go.
But
That's
then
the first time I've been killed in game. I must disband now.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Like if we disbanded and then never logged in again,
but we
would be remembered forever by those players.
March ruined by wipe due to horde.
Tack flag up.
Oh, I'm not flagged? What?
Yeah, even on PvP servers, you aren't automatically flagged.
Flag? Okay.
Only in contested zones.
Yeah.
I forgot
It's
that
silly.
you're just not automatically flag on this server anymore?
Not in Elwyn.
Oh, no, in Elwyn.
How do I hide my interface again? Oh, I don't have to do anything in this game.
Alt-Z.
Alt-Z, typically.
Alt-Z. Nope. Oh, wow. GeForce. Ugh. Screenshot.
That is a problem too, yeah. GeForce, unfortunately, their whatever also has that same keybind. It's stupid annoying.
I feel like Eddie's over here, like with this super fancy mount. It looks so fancy compared to.
That's from Magister's Terrace. That's actually like a pretty dope mount to get.
Rare.
So I do want to give people.
I just thought of a great idea.
Go ahead.
When we, if we wipe due to a Horde group and then we disband and log out, we make Horde versions of our character and join Eddie's cool Alliance Guild.
Unfortunately, on our PvP servers, you can't.
We can't do that.
I thought they were changing that.
Unless you have a secondary account.
No, you can.
I have one.
Really?
They changed it. Yeah. You can do it now.
Oh.
There's no restrictions anymore. They were removing it for Wrath, but people found a way to glitch it to where they could do it, so they just removed it.
Interesting. That's actually good news for me because I have some Horde characters here that I would like to be able to use on one account.
Right.
I did that like during AQ. I actually made like a secondary account and leveled the Horde Hunter and like went through the whole experience of playing Horde side.
I guess if I wanted the true vanilla experience, I would make a Horde character now and level up a Horde Warlock.
There you go.
And that's what I did back there. I
did that in Silverhand
for a little while.
Yeah, I remember fighting you many, many times.
So I do want to give people an opportunity to share some of their favorite WoW memories during this March, and I want to share one real quick because I've never had Eddie on to actually talk about this. There was one time, and I think this was one of the last times we played a 5-man group before the Burning Crusade Classic. We went to what's the
Blackrock Mountain?
Thank you, Blackrock. You know the one where you.
Yeah. The lower one.
Big lava.
Lower Blackrock. Not Lubers. What's the one that the entrance to all corners?
The huge one. Yes. The huge one.
Yeah, Blackrock Depths.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Man, we just lost WoW.
we were. By the way, we're going to take the Red Ridge route, so we're going to the left. But yeah, so we did a 5-man. I think Guth was there, Samira and I were there, and 2 more of you. I don't remember who, but as we were going to Blackrock Mountain, Eddie was standing guard there. And he was like, he was doing this whole RP routine where he was like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he like offered to like do something to us, and then
he was gonna curse us.
He was gonna curse us. And I still to this day don't know exactly what he did, but we were cursed.
We were cursed, and we role played it out all the way.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it was such a great little piece of emergent gameplay.
Do you want to be cursed again for old time's sake?
I would love to be cursed again. Eddie, you retracted attention.
No. Just ignore them. They'll go. Pretend
like that's when Classic was at its best, when you had those like little random unscripted social moments.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Eddie was obviously the master of creating that.
I didn't have anything else to do, so I stood at the Blackrock Mountain gate and I just greeted people.
I honestly feel like Eddie made this server.
He really did.
Stop that wolf from killing Pants.
You're gonna make me cry.
Pants, no.
Hold up.
Oh damn! Sorry, Eddie. I was trying to get the wolf.
I have been murdered.
Please hold.
Did you actually kill Eddie?
No, I tabbed and threw a curse up on him.
There we go.
What rank is that curse?
How does that feel now, Eddie?
It's doing nothing. I'm in RP here.
It's rank 7.
Yeah, let him.
It's almost gone.
Let him catch up.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
We should mind control Eddie and give him all our buffs.
I can yell really loudly.
We don't break the ranks. Hey, we gathered a naked night elf.
Samira has a quick story she wants to share.
I don't remember all the names, but I think it was Menethil.
Yeah, Menethil. Yeah.
And I was still learning and playing the game, following whatever Sal was telling me to do, and he's like, "Oh yeah, just pull up to the dock and wait for the boat." so I do. And I'm waiting there, and he's waiting there, and we get on the boat, and I'm just like looking at the water, all the scenery, and out of nowhere, the entire bottom of the boat storms out a whole bunch of horde, and they
Phase 2.
slaughter
Yeah.
everyone on the boat. And I'm like in horror for like 2 split seconds. I get a couple of shots off, and then I die.
There were also a ton of alliance, and it suddenly was this like huge PvP war on the boat. And she'd never experienced anything like that before.
It was amazing and terrifying.
Pants, type quieter.
You don't pay my sub.
I mean, technically we don't.
Neither do you.
I still really liked when I thought Sal thought everyone was dying because I dropped an olive.
Oh yeah, and then we made Sal eat an olive.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. You guys couldn't even. And I would. People who weren't at Sal's house missed Sal's expression on eating the olive, which made it like 5 times better.
Yeah, Guth was here in person. And
I know exactly what the expression looked like.
But I think you videoed it or took a photo of it or something, because I think I did see the look, and I don't understand it because I love olives. So
I told you were gonna hate it.
I believed you, but I still was shocked at how inedible that thing was.
It's the worst thing ever.
Is it a green olive?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah, it was a green olive. Yeah.
Loves those.
Yeah, those are intense.
You get the ones with like the really intense garlic cores in them.
Yeah.
Oh, those are great.
Oh yeah.
Great, unless you're Sal. Well, then they're great for the rest of us watching like facial expressions.
It's great listening to you eat it on Discord, though. Just listening was great.
And Sarah's staring off into space.
Uh-oh.
Pants.
You okay, Pants? Might have DC.
Uh-oh.
He's just done with it all.
Is your sub over already? Your free trial lasted 5 minutes.
Okay, wait for.
Hold up. Does anybody else have a story? Because I have one for sure.
I was gonna say, like, my stories are like old stories, like
those
old
count.
OG
I have lots of old stories.
It all counts. Yeah.
Like, I mean, because I was obviously Horde and y'all were Alliance, so like, never the twain shall meet. But we're on an RP server, so like,
go.
Yay.
Yeah, go ahead,
Nice.
Princess.
And so obviously I got to know you all through Taryn Mill, South Shore, good times, and like bloody Theris, and like, you know, the perpetual PvP warlord that he was. And I remember, like, because I just had the reputation of being absolutely dog shit at PvP back then, still do. And I remember the towers at like Manitombs and stuff, like the area there.
Yes.
Like, I just bored one day, so I was like, I'm gonna like do the towers. I'm gonna like get the buff for the Horde, and like Theris was there, and he literally humored me, and he didn't kill me, and he let me get the buff, and then he just he took it straight away because like I wasn't gonna fight him. And like that was the happiest moment of my life when Theris didn't kill me, and I'm like, I'm in. Theris didn't kill me. He knows I'm absolutely shit and I wouldn't be worth killing. So, but like, yeah, I remember flirting with like Stalia. Like, I thought he was like the cutest fucking thing ever because like I was an ugly Horde and he was a beautiful Alliance. And like, it was just like, oh, look at this guy. So, like, every time I saw you guys, it was just so exciting. So, and here I am.
Here you are.
15 years later.
It was amazing how, particularly in vanilla, you know, you could have those cross-faction social experiences and remember them.
Yeah, that was the vanilla was all about social for me, 100%. So like I would sit in Orgrimmar and just buff people, and like I became known as like the random buffer because I just sit there and buff people, and like, you know, but it was all about status. Like, who were you healing for? Like, which raid groups wanted you to come heal for them? Like, so it was all about your reputation. That was all you had back then. And like now it's just all about how you pass. It's just like, ugh, that's what ruined it for me. It's not about the social anymore. It's just about.
Yep.
Well, also, it was a solved game this time around. Like, back then,
yeah,
the world seemed a lot bigger when nobody knew how to play the game and nobody knew what was coming next and what was at the end of these raids.
Yeah.
When I said the word spell coefficient, people thought I was like extremely advanced.
I still think people are advanced for using pawn, which, by the way, I will always hear as porn my whole life.
Porn.
Yeah, I don't think you could escape that.
Yes, I will always hear that with the Aussie accent now.
That was our best running gag during the Rested XP Club era.
Yeah. Oh, and shoulder
like
husband.
And what?
Shoulder husband, whenever.
Shoulder husband was a good one.
Shoulder husband, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, in original WoW, I miss all the conversations in the long trash sections of Blackwing Lair. Like, Paladin chat.
Dude, Paladin chat was
Paladin
lit.
chat was,
it always
Paladin
was.
Chat was gold.
Man,
Dude,
that's
like,
something I really wish we would have had this time around. Because I missed the class channels.
No class channels.
Yeah, I missed like Elo Paladin RQ, Ulrich, Theris, Marenka, who was fucking hilarious. She was the most lewd individual I've ever met.
It really was. I beat with her several times.
Theoden, who was also hilarious. Tora, who like tried to keep things together and be serious, but he would also crack up randomly. Arendar, who like was also the old man.
Story about Torrigan. So Torrigan was the Paladin lead for a while.
Yep.
And he'd occasionally, I think he mostly did stuff with RQ, but as the Paladin lead, he'd occasionally join other groups. So we were on Ebon Rock in Blackwing Lair, and Torrigan was with us. And Paladins were supposed to spot heal Ebon Rock, or I think it was Ebon Rock. Yeah, Ebon Rock. Except there's no spot healing that needs to be done on that fight.
It's all the tanks, yeah.
Yeah. So we pull, and Torrigan's like, AFK to get a soda. Don't worry, guys. I'm out on the attack.
You quite literally needed to do nothing if everything went correctly, because if the tanks taunt swapped, and obviously it's vanilla, so like there's no threat because no one's doing any real DPS. Yeah, that fight was easy as hell. Fight was only annoying in Classic when people would pull threat all the time, and then the dragon would breathe on the entire raid.
If you remember McCublick, he was I don't remember if you were ever part of our group back when McCublick was raiding with us, but him and Torrigan would banter so hard. It was really funny. They would diss each other in ways where you're like, dude, harsh. And then they would just dish it right back.
I don't remember too many of the BA paladins. I remember Depraved because he would complain a lot.
Oh my gosh, Depraved was
There were definitely others too, but I don't remember names very well. And I also remember some of the VR paladins because I know Pants knows this, but there was like a huge drama like thing between them being in the old Celestis Templars guild and their
fuck those people.
Yeah, the sublead being literal
still mad
Stenthroth, and like them like gatekeeping the paladins in that entire subcharter, which was hilarious to me.
Did you guys know I knew a guy in that guild in real life?
Really?
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
one?
I just wonder if the rest of the guild knew that.
I did not.
Yeah, not only that, but he apparently did or tried to resurrect Celestis Templaris over on the RP PvE server. Bloodsail Buccaneers tried to resurrect Celestis Templaris over on
the kind of person I think
RP
expect.
PvE server. Bloodsail Buccaneers tried to resurrect Celestis Templaris over on
the kind of person I think you expect.
PvE server. Bloodsail Buccaneers tried to resurrect Celestis Templaris
when I
over
first got
on
into WoW, they were reprimanding somebody. And I thought it was really cool, like how militaristic and like really obnoxious Spanish Inquisition assholes they were.
Yeah, I actually did kind of love to hate.
I'm glad that they're doing that, but then, like as time went on, I started realizing, no, it's like they're not role playing all the way.
No,
they're actually like that.
He was like really like. Listen, I don't want to like disparage any particular religious group, but let's just say he was like really into Christianity. I'm just saying.
So, the funny thing, when I think of like the current political climate and people saying, "Well, you won't like listen or you won't," I always remember that the Templars are the best example of not tolerating intolerance.
Yeah, intolerance was a virtue. I do have to say that guild is the reason that I stayed on Silver Hand, because it was the reason I like stuck with a paladin as long as I did, because there was like this. It was a tight knit group of where like they were literally teaching like the lower end paladins like how to do stuff, like how to fight. Like I was soloing, or sorry, not soloing, but doing Mardon as 5 fucking paladins. If you can imagine how slow that probably was. It was really fun to like be in an organized group like that for a little while. Like the RP was neat and it was really weird at the same time. But like that is the reason like I stuck to Silver Hand as much as I did. Probably the reason too that I ended up in like Leftovers and a couple other things, because Theris was one of the first people I had a conversation with outside of that guild about Leftovers. Probably about a month or so after, I also had a conversation with Rawkirk right after the first Onyxia kill happened on Silverhand. So,
man, I'd just like to say I really liked No Politics as a joke for shutting down any conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Regardless of like 95% of the time, politics wasn't involved in the first place, but no politics, guys.
It was
my
always a
favorite
good
one.
way to make sure that Lamut wouldn't say anything.
Speaking of Lamut and that running gag, my favorite one that you just reminded me of, I think it was like Razor Gore and Blackwing Lair, and somebody was calling out directions, and somebody said something like, "Group 1, go to the left," and Lamut just said, "No politics."
I think I remember that. Yeah,
That was really funny.
that was hilarious.
My favorite memory, I think, of classic WoW is joining up with Cthulhu and blasting through Blackwing Lair as
most memorable.
Yeah, that
as
was nice.
main tank, and just getting them through that on that one instance. And then, to be fair, the entire like setup leading up to the Thunder Fury not getting into my hands.
Yeah.
It's not a fun memory in some capacity, but it's a very like memorable memory. I don't know how else to fucking say it. Jeez.
Yeah, we really did kind of write our own story.
Yeah.
Right turn, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed learning that Azu and Kyra lived like 5 minutes from my parents. That was great.
Nope, that spider's gonna try to.
And getting to meet them, even though I've like played games with you guys for like a bajillion years, it was great being like, "Hey, I'm in town," and you're like, "Can we meet at this park?" I'm like, "That park is really close to where I live, or where my parents live."
I love.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic when we found out that like you're from Spokane.
Yeah.
Like this is your hometown. Like holy
Yep.
shit.
I loved when we found out that Ray's lived near us, and we went to go meet up, and we went to meet up at the St. Louis Art Museum, and I got there and I didn't know. It was Ray's and his friends, and I didn't know where they were, and I tried texting, but there wasn't like a signal. So I just decided, okay, I'm going to go down to where the medieval weapons are. I'm sure that's where they are. And lo and behold.
We made our way down there. Like we were like, she's got to be here, like where the weapons are, right? Like it's the coolest place to be. So we ended up getting down there. I have to say, meeting up with you and Ratio was one of the highlights too of my classic experience in whatever duration you want to call that.
The D&D campaign you ran for us was amazing. It was a one shot, but it was great.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
It was so fun.
Well, I would love to be able to do that again. I actually am doing a campaign right now for some of those friends too that have been with me for some while, and they're actually like super enjoying it. And a lot of like the stuff that has gone wrong and things that I've like learned about it from one shots or otherwise, and some things that I pulled from that campaign too has like made it really good. So I'm super stoked that it's working out.
Samir and I are flying out around the Thanksgiving period. So we should definitely meet up and do something.
Good.
Ooh, okay.
I'm just happy with how many of you I've actually gotten to meet at this point. I need to get down to Australia and meet Princess.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
It's a little bit farther of a flight though.
So it's like Australia has always been on my bucket list of a place to visit once in my life, and Princess might as well be a like landmark that I need to, make sure that I see when I get there.
I mean, I'm sure it's just like the United States in that once you're in the country, like she's totally close to you no matter where you go.
Right.
Yeah, and everyone knows everyone. Yeah. I'm gonna post a bunch of screenshots from actual vanilla WoW.
I don't exist because I'm nowhere near anybody.
You're off in
New York.
New York,
Yeah,
right?
I'm safe.
Are you,
I'm
are
safe
you
from
like,
New
everybody.
York.
are you like Buffalo or something? I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's not even
I
near
think-
anyone in New York.
Yeah, Starler's like the closest one I think in terms of distance at that point.
I mean,
And
okay, I
good luck
think you're.
finding Starler.
I think you're actually closer to people than I am, because I don't think anyone else is actually in Phoenix. I think Sag is the person closest to me at like probably like 6 hours or something like that.
I love the Felguard randomly going out and slaughtering wolves to clear a path for us.
Man, I wish I had all my screenshots from old WoW, but they've been on various hard drives that have gotten discarded and
I have a few of them.
broken and
I have a
stuff
few
like
of like
that.
us at the standy spot and like a couple of other like random ones I have, like old CT Celestial Templars ones that somehow I managed to keep after so long. Not much else other than that.
I lost everything pre-BC to a hard drive failure, but I had the videos backed up at least.
Oh, nice.
So what
Yeah,
do we all
watching that
learn?
first Neff kill at BWL is insane. Use Google Drive.
Yes.
That's what I learned.
Yeah, and the
actually,
Neff kill, I posted the Neff kill on Reddit before WoW Classic launched, and it went semi-viral. That's why it has like 7,000 views.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know what? If I'm talking about like one of my favorite memories here, actually of Classic WoW, it's actually like the month or two leading up to the launch, and everyone joining
Yeah.
the Silverhand nursing home, which
Yeah.
Azu
Yeah.
invited me to because I had you friended on Facebook
That's
from
right.
some billions of months before that.
Forever ago, yeah.
I probably because you shared it with like Bindi, who I have on there, and
Yep.
somebody else. And she randomly tells me about this Discord server, and I join. It's just all these people that I remember from Classic WoW, and it's like it was just like a gigantic conversation for like hours on end. It felt like, and it was so cool.
That's
a
something
family reunion.
It felt like a
I
high school
cried.
reunion that didn't suck.
Yeah, I
It was
cried
like-
too.
I cried. I literally logged on and it was like nostalgia just kicked me in the dick. I just saw all
Right.
these names that I haven't seen for like 10 years. And I was just like, this is because like back then, like it was your family. You spent so much
Oh,
time with these
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you went through so much. You spent 8 hours like trying to do Blackwing Lair together and like, so yeah, it was your family. And so to see all of these people again, and because we were from an RP server, so we kind of all did know each other cross faction, and it was just like, yeah, it was major nostalgia. It was so cool.
Jesus,
That is something I'm really sad I like didn't know about. Because Raisha had messaged me and being like, "Hey, a whole bunch of us are gonna go and play Classic." Until she messaged me, I just had no intention of playing. But I never found out about the Discord server until like well after the fact.
Yeah, I like deleted my Facebook in like 2017, so like I was friends with raids and a bunch of people from LA, and then like I completely dropped off, and then like I think like our Barry's like everyone's on the server, so I'm like, oh my god, all these people.
Yeah, I went from thinking, oh boy, wouldn't it be nice if 1 or 2 people came back, to being like, wait, is literally everybody coming back?
Yeah, it was actually.
That's what it felt
much
like,
was.
yeah.
There were very few people who like didn't show up, and even Kyre showed up for a minute, but then
Yeah.
he ran away.
The other Kyre, right?
evil
Yeah,
Kyre.
We're talking about bad Kyre.
Bad Kyre.
The
Yeah.
one who started it all.
Listen,
Shadow Kyre.
Azu's Kyre will always have my heart. Other Kyre can go to hell,
As it should be.
and I'll send them there.
To this day, my greatest regret is successfully reserving the name Kyra on this server and then releasing it.
You gave
And
him his power back.
That should have
I
been our
love that
guild
picture.
bank.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I
Right?
love that picture of everyone in front of the Gurubashi arena. Those are like
Yeah.
things that I will never forget.
Yeah, Starlier and Pants are in there.
Where am
I
I?
think I'm in that picture. Oh, you're on the like left side there. Like
Oh.
you're right, almost there in front too.
Your
Right
name
next
is
to
like
the
in
hunter.
pale blue.
Oh, I think I'm in there too.
Oh, you're definitely in there. I see
Yeah,
that you're
that's
glad.
me.
Oh my
Melba
god,
is
Trask!
there.
Yeah.
Holy
It's
shit!
like the last screenshot of actually
Yeah, I'll still
me
talk
in
to
there, 'cause
Trask.
I lost all of my screenshots from that time.
I forgot all the Aaron stuff from Australia.
Oh no, most of the errands are from America.
I thought they were in what's your name? Periphery. I actually follow her on Twitter.
I don't know who Periphery is.
Oh, that sounds
I
kind of
thought she was.
familiar.
I thought she was in the
mage,
Aaron.
right?
Yeah, she's a mage, undead mage.
Yeah, I remember the name. That's about all though.
And I remember in original when I could stay up late easier and raiding with the Australians a couple times because I'd just be up and it would be like 2:30 in the morning and Nisval or somebody would be like, "You want to join us in AQ20?" And it'd be like, "Okay."
Yep, I joined Nothing Wins the Justices runs very consistently to do BWL stuff. It was where I got my first belt and I think my Judgment bracers at one point in those raids, because the horde queues would stop like sometime a little bit before midnight because everyone would go to bed, and so there was nothing more for me to do since I was awake than go raid Blackwing Lair until 2 or 3 a.m. and then go pass out and repeat, of course.
I can't believe I ended up on a freaking West Coast server. So like I load up vanilla and I'm like, what server do I play on? Because I don't want to play with anybody. Like I just wanted to try it out, see what would happen. And I joined an RP server because I was into that from IRC. And I'm like, I'm gonna try this place. And well, now here I am.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird to think that just like if you just happen to click on a different server 15 years ago, your whole WoW social experience would be completely
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have ended
did.
up on Argent Dawn.
I actually made a druid on Argent Dawn and got him up to about like the level of Red Ridge, and I think that was where I stopped. And then I made my paladin actually on Silverhand afterwards, because I had two very important characters that I tried to repeat on, Malfurion Stormrage and then Arthas Menethil. So
Wait.
those were the two characters I wanted to emulate.
Can level 20 characters use mounts now? Have we inherited that from?
I think 30.
Level 30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Level 20 shaman and druid can get their travel forms though.
But that's unchanged, isn't it? That's always been level 20.
It's 30 druids and shaman, and then 40 for everyone else.
Yeah, originally it was 40. I have people that don't believe me that the mount cap was 40.
I'm so sure it was 40.
It was. It's 100%.
Yeah,
and I'm
it
just like,
was.
people are like, no, it's always been 30. What are you talking
No,
about?
that's
I'm like,
definitely
absolutely not.
So actually, that makes me think of another. The one time I've done a lot of PvP in WoW was right at the beginning of Phase 3, or like original WoW when they first released Battlegrounds.
Yep.
A lot of people forget that the brackets changed.
Right.
Yes.
Because when they started, there was a 31 to 40 bracket.
Yeah.
And I was like level 39, or like right when that happened, and then like most of the way to 40, and then I hit 40, and I did a whole bunch of PvP, which was a whole bunch of fun when you had a mount and no one else did.
I remember when they would post PvP ranks on the website.
Yeah.
They would
They're
update.
running all the way to Ashenvale to get in queue.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Having to stand in front of Warsong Gulch for hours on end to be able to queue it before we had Battle Masters. That was ridiculous. I had my Hearthstone set in, I think it was Astronar, just to be able to get there.
I remember when Bad Kyer was doing his run for Grandmaster, and he just like didn't sleep for like several
I
days.
remember that. He really got mean.
He screwed
I
me
swear
hard
that-
on that run.
I would like to repeat the fact that I love to talk about how he went on that Grandmaster run right after I broke up with him.
Oh, yeah. little bit of coping there, maybe. I don't
just
know
really
how
like
that...
to get credit for that.
I have no idea how that dude managed to do what he did, because like I obviously spent a lot of time with him and the other like field marshals, like when we were like pushing super hard, and like what was left over from Pallypot. It wasn't Pallypot because Cricket wasn't leading it anymore, but it was still Kyre, me, Nailodin, Lannister, Nashrita, the two rogues whose names I forget. Yeah, and then like we would like well, Eternia was in there towards the tail end, but not for most of our existence. We were like 7 field marshals that pretty much had our setup locked in, but it was like 4 paladins and 2 rogues, and so it was a really awkward comp, and we would just try to like grab the best people that we could possibly get into it. Oh, we had Anaril, Aeneas, and I don't remember the other rogue's name. It was a Night Elf rogue, and I keep forgetting it was what he was playing.
Oh,
Captain was like a
fuck.
gnome from the Valiant. I remember him.
Oh, god damn it! Kende?
No, it wasn't Kende. It wasn't Val because like he did it like a lot more casually. This was like a rogue who like literally this dude only PvP'd, but he had like molten core daggers, and so he always had like shit damage compared to the other rogues.
No, I'll tell you how.
But he was really good at like defending flags and stuff.
I can tell you exactly how he did it. His mommy paid his rent, and he didn't work.
Well, yeah, that's always nice, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was out of the Navy when I did most of my grind, so like I was literally doing nothing.
He moved to LA to be an actor, but his mother was paying his rent, and he was supposed to be doing like auditions during the day and stuff, and he just played WoW all day instead. And eventually he had to move back home with his mother because she wasn't going to pay his rent anymore, and that's when I broke up with him. Should have done it sooner, honestly, but you know, it was really convenient to have a boyfriend who was doing the same raids as you.
That would be convenient.
You have the inn occasionally, nothing wrong with that.
So, I have a story that I feel like is relatively unique. I feel like I'm one of the few people who did better in college because I played World of Warcraft.
Oh God, yeah, you're an exception. I remember hearing about oh boy, who was he? He was a mage in RQ. Oh my gosh. He was always like big on arcane and he mathed everything out all the time.
Oh my god, I know who you're talking about.
Was it Plato?
Plato, yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
it was
Plato.
Yeah. And he said that he like failed a year of college or something because he was playing too much WoW.
So what happened? What happened for me was it was Burning Crusade, and I played WoW with I bounced around a little at the time, but I was playing both Alliance and Horde, and I played Horde with some of my mates from college, and we were all in the lab at like 10 at night. One of my friends was playing WoW on his laptop, and one of the professors comes in. It's like, oh, what are you guys doing? He's like, oh, I'm playing World of Warcraft. And the professor ended up joining us.
Nice.
Raiding with us. But his class, okay, I took a few of his classes, but his class, Automatic Controls, was the single hardest class I ever took in college. So what do you do when you are completely lost on the homework and it's like 2:30 in the morning? You're like, what the hell do I do? You log on to World of Warcraft. You're like, Dr. V, I don't know what's going on. I can't do the homework. And he's like, oh, don't worry. We'll meet up tomorrow about lunch and just turn it in when you understand it.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Wow.
By the way, do you want to join this dungeon run?
I got lucky that this came out the summer after I graduated. And I never played MMO before. I knew about EverQuest, but like the college killer then was like Counter-Strike. And I just decided to start playing, and at the time I was working like level 1 help desk phone support.
You can basically work and play World of Warcraft at the same time?
No,
that was honestly what I did through most of Classic, because when COVID hit, like I was working from home, and so I was farming, leveling Horde alt characters, and doing everything like from the comfort of my own home while working at the same time.
I couldn't do that at that time, no. But now,
now.
Man, I do feel like Classic came out at just the right time, though. Yeah. Like, I feel like if COVID hadn't happened, I probably would have. I definitely wouldn't have raided like I raided.
Yeah,
I think that's true for a lot of people.
Field Marshal or Grand Marshal.
I know if I. My theory on like my expectation going into Classic WoW was like, maybe I'll do Zul'Gurub Rub once or twice, and maybe I'll like, I don't know. That was about it. Like maybe I'll do Zul'Gurub Rub like once. I never thought I'd do Molten Core again. let alone like Naxxramas.
Good
I
job,
sure didn't
casters.
think I would complete tier 3.
Jeez, yeah.
That was not the plan.
I was ready to quit WoW again when they announced the release, and I had no intention of actually raiding or PvPing again. I mean, I was going to PvP for fun, but then COVID hit, and yeah, I decided to push again.
It was really insane is like I was able, just playing once a week, to clear the whole game and get the tier 3. And that once a week was usually like 3 or 4 hours or even less toward the end.
I mean, when
I
it gets
still
towards the tail end, like you can raid log and still get your stuff. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm convinced that me trying to farm up some materials for going into Naxxramas is part of the reason I basically didn't do Naxxramas.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tried to log on, farm up gold and like pots and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was eternally broke.
I could probably blame my my cervical spine injury on Classic WoW.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a shame.
Well, it happened during a week that it was the very end of when I last played. Really, was pushing really hard, doing the Maradon grind. You know, the mage pull thing.
Yep.
Which is like it's tense. It's really not relaxing, and it's not a whole lot of fun.
Especially when learning it.
When you're learning it, yeah, because it's one of those things where if you make a mistake, it's a corpse run, a full reset, you know.
And a corpse run to Maradon is not fun.
It's a long one, yeah. And so I was doing that a lot, and that's just kind of you have to really focus, and you're kind of tense while you're doing that. And so I would do like several runs after our raids with the, you know, what was the name of the last guild we were playing with?
It was either Cthulhu or it was the boys before the boys merged with us technically.
No, it was the group we joined after Cthulhu combusted.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's the name?
Right.
Sal, I wouldn't know, unfortunately.
Certainly not memorable.
Not memorable name.
Yeah.
Betrayed, wasn't it?
Betrayed. Yeah.
Betrayed.
How do I know? How do I know what you're doing better than you do? Like,
I couldn't
You're
even
the one that
remember
knows all
Blackrock
these
Depths.
I don't remember these guys being here. Jeez.
Neither do I.
I love these ogres, man. These were like, this was a farming zone for me as a warrior. This was a great spot.
Oh no, I aggroed. I mean, it's not me, but it should be.
There's also like enchant patterns that drop here that you could sell for a bunch of money too, and they drop cloth.
I think you can get fell cloth here.
Yep.
Is there anybody who still wants to tell a story who hasn't had a chance?
I want to just give props to that one time we were all on our way to that dungeon. I don't even remember what it was. Maybe it was Blackrock Depths, and we were looking for a pickup, and we just like RP'd someone into our group.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was actually no, it was the it was
we
that
got a
low level
death.
one.
We need a res.
Oh.
What happened?
The little the dwarf with us died.
Oh.
And Pants.
Oh.
Taki was a low level dungeon. It was the
Pants down. Pants are down.
the pants are down. Oh,
Just like a typical Saturday night.
It was that one low level dungeon. That one low level dungeon that's in like Silverpine or
Yeah.
You were doing Shadowfang Keep.
Yeah,
you did a video on it too.
I do. Yeah, that's on YouTube. Yeah.
Thanks, good Kyer.
I'll let the casters destroy these guys here, and then we can form back up once.
Yeah.
Got everything where it needs to be.
Okay, Zag's still going up ahead. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's gonna clear a path for us.
I'm getting
Thank you, Grand
experience
Marshal.
points from these ogres.
Me too.
Yeah, they're 56.
Rested experience.
Why
Very
did you decide to
rested.
come to Karazhan? Are you mocking me by bringing me here, knowing that I won't be able to do it one last time?
You actually, They removed the attunement, and you're allowed to get in at like 68, I think. So you actually could.
Let's
but
go. Let's do Karazhan.
We'd have to leave tack and pants behind. So.
Has everyone here seen the smiley face under Karazhan?
Yes.
Yeah. Long time ago.
I remember actually looking for that when we were like in our 50s or so, when we were still the Silver Knights with like Theris and tons of other random people from the original like group.
I have fond memories of Renisval taking me to weird places like there and Caverns of Time before Caverns of Time was actually a thing.
I went there on my Horde Hunter before it actually was released too. Old RP Alliance, that's also something I remember very well, and that was on OG Silverhand. That channel
Did you
was nuts.
See that horde?
Yeah.
Disappeared quick.
He was ready to go for me, and then he saw the group, and he's like, nope.
Do we want to invite this dwarf who's marching with us so that I can see his belt?
What's his name?
I see him back there. I got him.
Elton.
Oh, I'm not the party leader.
I'll make you assist. Okay, you can invite him. Yeah, he's been with us the whole march.
Yeah.
For a good bit.
Uh-oh. He's been dotted.
Has he?
Apparently with a very
I got him.
Empire.
Throw him all the heals we got. I find it funny that I was able to make like 2 like co-mains on Alliance 2 on the server. Like my warrior first. Well, my warrior to 60 first after I like abandoned my paladin like in the 30s and was like, nah, I'm gonna do a warrior. And then I finished off my paladin to raid Blackwing Lair and collect all the judgment set.
Grats pants.
Woohoo! Level 2. Wait, no. Yeah, level 2. Okay.
Yay!
How did all of those kills only get you to level 2?
He didn't get any XP from the kill.
Yeah, it's not Discovery XP.
Oh, of course, because you're not in the raid.
Imagine discovering Karazhan and leveling up to level 2.
Well, now this stuff is all level 70. I forgot about that.
Yeah, this may pose an interesting.
This is
going to be interesting.
I mean, some of them are pretty far out there, so as long as we have some backup, we can hold formation here.
It's cool, guys. They're undead. I got it.
Yeah, just fear them.
You can trust me.
Okay, we'll just line up in front of the door as if we're going to go in. This probably is my one like white whale thing that I wish we had gotten to is gotten to play Karazhan again one more time together.
That would have been fun.
Yeah. It's my favorite dungeon out of all of them.
But we leveled super slow and we didn't quite have the numbers anyway.
Did this horde guy just open the gate for us in an RP manner? Because that's what it looks like is happening.
He's bargaining.
So I have an idea. You guys tell me if you think it's stupid. We could of course go back to Stormwind and Disband. Or we could go to the Twilight Grove and see if there's a green dragon there, and then let the dragon kill the guild.
I like it.
I'm good with either one, but
I bet
expect
there is.
the dragon is because who is killing those dragons right now?
I do like being killed by dragons.
And we would have time to march there. Any objections?
unless someone like has to go within like a half hour or something to where like the timing's a deal, I'm totally fine with going to Duskwood.
I mean, I'm happy to be killed by a dragon. I mean, it doesn't have the drama of like us quitting and then fading away into nothing. But
More
know.
time to chat is always welcome in my
That's one
book.
thing I didn't do in Classic is kill any or fight any world dragons. So yeah, let's go fight the dragon and die.
Part of the Phoenix
mean,
Coalition.
We're gonna put up a fight because the dragon's level 63 or whatever, right?
Oh man, I don't have my nature resistance gear. Oh boy.
Well, you could
Storm
Hearth
Raid.
and be summoned if you want.
Nah, it's good. I'm level 70. If it does anything to me, I'll be surprised.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
You guys have fun. I'm gonna head out. I thank you very much for inviting me to this.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Have a good night,
coming.
Eddie.
Eddie, do you want
Have a good night.
to Eddie, do you want to play Civ 6 with us?
Oh god.
We've been doing big Civ 6 games.
Yep.
Hard to probably rope anybody into those.
Eddie's the best.
Bye. It was nice
Eddie.
to meet some old friends.
Very nice to see you
Thanks
again, man.
so much for joining us, Eddie.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Y'all have a good day.
You too.
If I ever come back for Wrath, I'll probably still be here.
Right on.
What a nice guy.
Very much so.
He was really like a key part of the experience.
He really was.
Yes,
He's actually
a lot more fun.
He's a celebrity too, and like one of the I don't know if you guys know who the other rogue on the server is, Horde side, who like is pretty popular, Barney B. But Eddie's in one of his videos. Yeah. And they actually do like a little bit where they like sneak into Stormwind, and he like talks about how Eddie knows what he's doing when it comes to sneaking into Stormwind. It's really hilarious. He's got a YouTube channel and stuff, and it's like some of the best like content I've ever watched. You don't have to know anything about the game even to probably enjoy it, but Eddie's a huge celebrity in that video, and it has several thousand views.
Wow.
Do people still make like WoW Machinima videos? Is that still a thing? Or did that die with like Burning Crusade?
So there is a streamer / content creator called Noxian who does some. There's another one, The Lazy Peon, and I can't remember this other guy's name. It's like Grim something, but he does some as well that are, I guess you could call them machinimas, but they're not really machinimas because they're more like funny little shorts, but they're pretty good. So, I mean, you don't have anything like the like excessively long like Ashbringer story like we used to have.
No, it wasn't that kind of thing. I was actually thinking of like the music videos that people would do in WoW. Like I remember
like
there was
PvP videos.
No, there was the one for like for like
back in vanilla when they did that like machinima contest. The X-Fire did a machinima contest.
Yeah, that was good.
And everyone made a whole bunch of like music videos that they wrote themselves and did little dances and ditties and all kinds of goofy stuff.
Like the
I remember there was one for The Internet is for Porn. There's
the A-Bar one.
There was another one for Jonathan Colton's 1st of May. There was another one for a guy who wrote his own song about being a mage and being a dude wearing a dress.
Oh, that was
good. Yeah.
That one's fantastic because that one's like a WoW song.
Right.
Why I ask, and this doesn't make much sense. Why a man of my stature should have to wear a dress.
Yes, that one.
I remember
the lyrics too. Jeez.
God.
And no backups.
Come back to my memory if not for you just now.
No backup singers.
Yes.
Everyone needs
And let's never forget, Don't Make Me Get My Main.
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, it's great. It's great. That one was done during the Lich King era.
I don't know if this counts as what you're talking about, but does anyone remember the World of Warcraft is a Feeling video?
Yeah.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
ownage.
We lost pants.
Your ownage.
That didn't take
Pants
much.
down.
Holding up.
We should invite this druid or someone.
I can invite him.
It's too far away.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Literally, as I invite him, they say, "Well, peace to you guys." That's all right.
Three, two, one, go. Gosh, this is like the last time we'll ever do this.
You never know.
Be
We
another
might come
game.
back in a few more years and make a new guild with a new weird name and make
Well, like
more...
I've said, if they
Never
do a
know.
WoW remastered 10 years from now, you know,
Yeah.
maybe,
In 10 years,
maybe,
I'll
just
be
maybe.
into it again.
Another decade and a half.
I
Knights
mean,
of the
it did.
Retire.
It's not that crazy because it did so well
It did
both
do well.
times that you have to think if Microsoft wants to say let's throw a couple billion and remaster this, it's probably a fairly
They do
safe
a
bet that
classic,
it'll.
basically like a classic plus, like a full
Mhm.
reimagining of WoW.
Mhm. Give us
That would-
updated graphics, remix the itemization and encounters, dungeons, leveling experience.
Like
I
maybe if
also-
they decide to expand the franchise and be like, we're gonna make a WoW 2.
Yeah.
I also
I think
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I think it'll be interesting to see what happens because Microsoft's kind of all over the board when it comes to
Yeah.
game developers. I feel like they give their game developers just like a ridiculous amount of freedom, and so some of them are like, some of them you kind of wonder how are still getting money from Microsoft.
I also don't know how many of you are very familiar with anime, but in the anime Sword Art Online, that game comes online in November of 2022. So we are getting
Wouldn't
to
that
that
be a
point
funny
of
thing if there was like a stealth development that had been going on for the last
yeah
10 years?
for some type of full VR like experience like that.
That would be really cool.
Like they're the first real killer app for VR.
I would 100% beta test it, and I would 100% love to get stuck in the game and have to fight for my life. Not really, but
I mean, it would be classic-esque excitement. That's for sure.
Is that the plot of the anime, that you get stuck in the game and have to fight for your life?
yes, yeah.
Is that the plot of every like MMO anime since Dot Hack, or was it just that one and Dot Hack?
Some of them. I
Yeah,
think it's
Dot
that one
Hack was
and Dot Hack though. But yes, SAO. I've watched all the seasons of it because I don't know, something about that game was like really that particular series was like really good from when I first watched it. I mean, there are plenty of better animes to watch, but that one resonates a little bit. I don't know. I like MMOs a lot for whatever reason.
Yeah, I like shows shows like geek humor and different geek culture.
I've concluded that the only shows I really watch are shows that have no drama at all and are just about making people feel happy.
Shoulder Husband likes those too. That and Marvel.
Exciting.
Like the Queer Eye and the Great British Baking Show. That's like my kind of jam.
Baking Show is so good. It's just so good. I love it.
Cooking shows are usually very good low stress stuff in some cases.
I also happen to really like Futurama.
Well, yeah.
Futurama's very good.
Futurama probably reigns as like my favorite overall show.
I think that's fair.
I've watched a couple Korean shows recently, and now Netflix thinks I'm Korean. It's like plastering my entire Netflix with all kinds of Korean shows.
I went to my father-in-law's apartment. We were vacationing and we were staying in his condo, and like just turned on the Netflix, and it was just all Korean drama.
Awesome.
This video.
Sometimes Netflix also likes to latch onto things. So when I still had Netflix, I watched an episode of Power Rangers.
What you are witnessing here is a level 59 undead rogue. 3x
Power Rangers. I'm gonna watch an episode, and then for the next like 3 months, it was just like, do you want to watch Power Rangers Ninja Warrior, or Power Rangers Lightning Assault, or Power Rangers Tiger Claw? Like,
You go through decades of Power Rangers.
It's like It's like Amazon recommendations, like many, many, many years ago, like 12, 13, 14 years ago. I remember like Amazon used to like recommend things for you a lot, and I bought a manga or manhwa or something that was like kind of gay but not really gay, and then all I got was yaoi recommendations after that. Like that was it. You must like all the yaoi because you bought Demon Diary.
It's something like that happened to me on Spotify. I have no idea what happened. Spotify like pushes these like
like
what's it
daily
called?
mixes.
Discovery. It's the
Yeah.
weekly Discovery playlist, right? And for a while it was like recommending cool stuff, but like I don't know what I listened to or liked, but like they started pushing like drag queen artists at me constantly, and it was like the algorithm refused to believe that I wasn't into that, because I was like every
Maybe
time
you are. Maybe you
every
are.
time I don't know, maybe Spotify knows me better than I know
try
myself.
it? Did you try it?
But
Believe
like
the algorithm.
no, the crazy thing was like I was like going through the discovery list every week, finding them and like marking dislike. I don't like this artist. I don't like this artist. I don't like this artist. And yet still every week Spotify would come back with, okay, but what about this drag queen? I'm like, how are there so many drag queen music artists? First of all,
That happens to my YouTube recommendations too. Like I'll get my
YouTube's
phone to
really
like
about that.
my friend's daughter, and she's like watching all these like random videos and like of like I don't know, the like teenage celebrities that are reacting to things, and
Yeah.
it just screws up my recommendations. And I'm like, I don't even know who this is, what they're talking about, or what this is related to, but it's not anything I want to watch.
I feel like YouTube's algorithm is.
Spotify did give us Diggy Hole.
That's true.
Sea shanties, so.
That's true.
I noticed with the Spotify thing, like a lot of times I'll really like a song that is kind of like the band's weird song.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like they like, oh, you like this band, and I'm like, fucking no. But I like that
Wanted to
one
listen to it.
song from that band.
Spotify's algorithm is useless if you try and do it on any song like that. Like a lot of like metal bands will have like power ballads or like more mellow songs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Spotify is useless about that. Like if you were to take like Disturbed's cover of Sound of Silence, which is like not a metal song,
No.
and be like,
Not at all.
play me songs like this, it would be like, oh, you want to listen to Disturbed? I'm like, maybe sometimes, but not right now.
You want to listen to this black death metal? I mean, it's really bad about that with like in general, like metal music too. Like it doesn't know the difference between like symphonic metal or like it groups them up by like region a lot. So it's like, oh, these bands are from Sweden. You must like this one, or from Finland. I'm like, yeah, there's like 80 bands from there, of course.
It reminds me of how electronic music genres were classified in like the late 90s. And it's like, you know, I like this kind of electronic, and it's like, oh, you want techno?
Yeah.
No, I just want Glass Thunder.
That's all the same, right?
Because it's just techno. Yeah, people are like, oh, if it uses computers, it's techno.
Remember trying to download Blink-182 songs on LimeWire and making sure they weren't .exe on the end of them.
Oh my god, LimeWire.
Rip
that's
Napster.
Blink-182.
Napster.
That whole sentence was retro.
Fuck Metallica forever.
It's like if you need a more boomer statement in the entire rest of this march, that's probably it.
Statement, please.
Kids, let me tell you about Metallica and Napster.
It doesn't matter now. If you ask anybody who's like under like around 20 years old, they'll call you boomer no matter how old you are.
It's true. Boomer just means old person, which is
Yeah.
But now the thing is millennials are super old, so
Yes, but if my students call me a boomer, I can fail them.
yeah. One of them called me a boomer once, and I called her a zoomer, and she was like,
"Oh no!"
It was known at the time. I felt like that I kind of made it up, even though I didn't, but I thought I had. I said, you know, one day someone's gonna call you a zoomer, and she was like, "What?"
So is that like an insult now to young people?
No, she just like hadn't. I think I said okay Zoomer. I don't know what it was, but she was like
Something that surprised her.
something that surprised
She didn't
her.
realize it could be turned around on her.
Exactly. You have a label too. You also belong to a generation of humans that behave a certain way.
Millennials are, especially elder millennials, are the best generation because we're fluent in both analog and digital.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
that was a really boomer
Yeah.
thing to say, to call yourself the best generation. Just saying.
Like, we know how to look stuff up in an encyclopedia, and we know how to use memes. We're the only generation that can
God.
do both those things.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's correct.
Looking up encyclopedias in a library or having to.
We remember the Dewey Decimal System.
I don't remember that. I mean, I remember it, but I didn't understand it.
I remember because I worked at a library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked when I went and did a pug group in, I think it was Sunken Temple, when I was leveling in Classic. And a good portion of the conversation was about the importance of quality chairs to avoid back pain.
Oh man, chairs are very important in any gaming environment.
Agreed.
Especially the geriatric gaming environment.
Yes.
I just thought it was really funny because I'm like, yeah, everyone here is over the age of 20 at least.
Funny
Probably
saying
over the age of
geriatric
30.
like you know what it means.
Our next guild should be called Retirement Home.
Yeah.
I still like Knights of the Retirement Table.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't
That
think
one's
that
good.
fit. I don't think that fits.
I don't think it
Oh
does.
yeah, because we tried it. We were
tried
looking
it.
at
We were going to be Knights of the Dinner Table, which is, by the way, if you haven't heard of it, it's a very funny tabletop role-playing comic book.
Oh, that sounds good.
I think I have heard of it.
It's great. It's been running for like 30 years too. Like it's really.
Oh,
really
geez.
I'm trying to figure out what a tabletop role-playing comic book is.
Okay, so it's just a comic about people playing tabletop role-playing games, and it's really, really
I thought
funny.
it was a role-playing game involved using comics.
No, it's just a comic
That would be
script where each panel is just guys sitting around a table playing D&D. Well, their version of D&D, and it's great.
That sounds fun.
It really is. It's what got us into D&D. I mean me and Sal and our family. Like we had read it before we had ever played, and we were like, we should play this game. This looks fun.
I knew about D&D a good bit before like I was invited to join by like a couple of my like close friends that I was playing Magic the Gathering with originally. And that was like where I first like got really into it. And then Critical Role had just started up, and so I was watching a bunch of their stuff too.
D&D is what fascinated me about World of Warcraft when I saw this game. It's like, wow, this is like live action. I haven't played D&D in almost 40 years now.
I still
this
have
is like the fantasy realized of.
I was gonna impress everybody by saying I played D&D in 1991.
Whoa.
Nerd.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty close to the last time I played it. Maybe a couple of years before that.
The first time I played was in the late 90s because I was in, I think, like 6th grade, so it probably would have been like 95 or 96 or something like that. Maybe like 97. I don't know. Late 90s.
I have a bunch of really old module like player's handbook stuffs from the original release in like the 70s or so that my dad had. And I tried to use them when I was like 14 or something with like my brother and a bunch of his 12-year-old friends to do a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. I remember getting angry at them and throwing like a bunch of trolls at them or something, like some really like hard mob.
Hey, hold up, guys. Guys, hold up.
Sorry, I went to go do something and I just knocked my
Okay.
Hold on.
You knocked olives on the ground?
Not quite.
Not quite. But anyway, I tried to make that session work, and it was a disastrous failure, but it was actually a lot of fun. That was the first time I had ever actually played.
I remember we tried to play a really weird edition. Which one was it? Like 3rd edition, one that nobody liked. We had to use the Thaco thing.
Second edition.
I had
second edition.
That was second.
Edition. Yep. It didn't go well.
I started playing with 3rd edition. Although 2nd edition does have my favorite campaign setting. The Planescape campaign setting is amazing.
3, 2, 1, go.
I actually played a lot of Vampire the Masquerade before I started playing WoW.
I watched a
I was like,
documentary on Vampire the Masquerade.
really? I might
Yeah.
be interested in it.
We're
Sam, what was the documentary called?
It was about World of Darkness.
Yeah, but what was it called? Oh, it's about World of Darkness.
Yeah,
Didn't it talk
which
about
is
Vampire
Vampire
the
the
Masquerade?
Masquerade. That is Vampire
Yeah,
the
yeah. So what was it called?
I don't remember. I mean, if you search for World of Darkness documentary, I'm sure you'll find it.
What use are you if you can't randomly spout back a fact?
I think it was called The World of Darkness.
Anyway.
He's the shoulder husband, not shoulder
Shoulders, Sam.
encyclopedia.
Yeah, thanks for joining and for contributing, though. Anyway, Sam, appreciate it.
My very
I'll
unusual
check it out.
parent did a full live action Vampire the Masquerade. They had prosthetic teeth and everything.
It's called World of Darkness, the documentary.
Okay, fine.
That was actually what I did too, Kyr. I was pretty.
Welcome to the real meat.
Yeah, I was 18. I was in the Navy. But I would hang out at random clubs. Couldn't drink, obviously, which was terrible. And we would just like role play. It was pretty much exactly that. Sal, are we taking a deviation here on intentionally?
Well, is this the best way to get to Twilight Grove?
We can go a little bit further before we get to like the entryway, I think, but this is fine. We're not gonna. Yeah.
We may need to kill some
I
wolves.
think your pants killed.
Yeah, we will. We will have to kill some wolves. By the way, the rear guard has been just doing excellent work tonight.
Very good job.
I've done literally nothing this whole time. It's great.
Same.
Nothing wrong with that though, too. Contributing in conversation or listening.
Pretty much like my WoW experience, just doing nothing.
I like seeing Sag jump around and curse things. It reminds me of old PvP.
Yeah.
I hope after all this, the dragon's actually there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they despawn or whatever.
I don't think they do. It's hard for me to remember.
I don't think they do either. I think I'll just be hanging out there.
We can go back to the rotor. I think we can go right.
Yeah, I think we need to turn right.
Yeah, no, I see the path on the map here now, so we want to go right. Or at least I can see where it leads up. Because I remember this route, having been in Phoenix Coalition and having to beat back Horde and all sorts of things here. This was a very annoying choke point. Luckily, we usually had control of it.
Yes, my great monopoly on the dream scale market for a while there.
This
for a
was
whole,
the
I don't know, month, and no one else wanted to buy them after that.
This was the dragon I actually got the corrupted thingy that drops off of them that gives you a ring. And it gives you a really neat little quest line where you talk to Malfurion, or at least get to listen to him. I was really happy I got that. I beat Rainier and some other tank from the Coalition, from some other guild for it.
I really hope the dragon is there so they can kill us and we can even have a witness to our demise.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this dwarf's mind is gonna get blown. He's just gonna watch us all turn into corpses and then our guild tags disappear and then we disappear and then he'll never see us again.
What if we beat it,
This
What
little
the hell we do?
Draenei is with us as well.
Do you
Draenei
think we have a,
Shaman.
I think we have a shot?
I mean...
what, fighting him?
Yeah.
I can probably solo tank just about anything here. We have plenty of healers and we have decent DPS. Like,
I'm
I
in
don't
my
know.
Cenarian gear, so...
I mean, I'm in my Wrath, but it's still going to be good enough. I'm also level 70, though, and have 70 abilities, so, like, that might be a big advantage.
And I'm a cat druid in my healing gear.
Yeah, whatever. You'll figure it out.
My level 70 PvP gear is perfect for healing. That is what I always wear for healing. Best in class. I mean,
Well,
it parts really well.
Use any extra consumables you got, because there's nothing to save them for.
Oh boy, what do I have?
Except for drunk Zul'Gurub.
Don't forget to get your house. So are we not doing the Zul'Gurub after this?
That's a month from now. That's on August 20th.
Right. So you say never see again. Well, you know.
Oh, you're right. We can definitely use consumes there if we want
True.
to. That's true.
I have some scrolls of intellect, but we have mages, so I guess that's not a big deal.
I'm excited. Is there going to be a dragon here?
Does anyone
We'll
have any
find
good mana potions? My mana potions are weak.
I do, actually. I have 12 super mana potions.
Oh, I could use a couple.
And I've got 6 major mana potions as well.
I actually did have a druid randomly open trade with me in the bank today and gave me 3 greater rage potions too. Which I don't think I'd ever use. But...
They probably meant to put them in their bag, but like, whatever.
No. They legitimately like open trade with me, and I like paused, and I was like, is this for me? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yes! Ysandra's unit found.
Yes.
That sound, I
it.
haven't heard
We're
that
gonna fight
since I
it.
was on Phoenix.
We're gonna fight.
Phoenix Coalition watch. I'm getting PTSD.
Uh,
I have a
should we
mod.
tell the dwarf that he should maybe
Struggling.
stand back if he doesn't want to die horribly?
Give him a fair warning.
Maybe.
Oh, it's there. Yeah, there it is.
Amira's never even seen a dragon, let alone fought one.
The best ones
What
in
a great way to end the game.
Wow,
the blue one's
this
the
is a
best
great
one.
dragon too.
Where are we forming up here?
Let's do right here. Let's give plenty of space. So we'll do buffs and Hey Racepedia, do you know how this dragon works?
Ysandra, I think, spawns copies of herself.
Who wants a soul stone?
Either that one, or she does the sleep crap on the ground, which is just stay out of the green, because otherwise you'll be put to sleep. God, I don't even remember though on the rest of this. I would have to have a
stay out of the green. Got it.
Dungeon channel. Yeah, stay out of green, and I don't know. We'll figure it out from there.
You don't have many DPS.
he's just Leroy.
Trying to make sure I have gear.
Yeah.
It's littered all over my bags.
And let me get those potions from you too, Gooth.
I'm cheating a little bit and wearing trinkets at least from.
Oh, thank you, Zag.
I've got brilliant mana. I've got one more brilliant mana oil. That's perfect.
Nice.
I don't know where my belt or gloves are.
I wish I hadn't put my gear back. I wish I hadn't put my gear back in the bank. I wish I'd kept it.
Oh, I did the same thing. Don't worry.
Don't forget to turn off RP walk.
Why do we need this? I'm DPS Zag. In my healing gear.
Ooh, Adept's Elixir. I'm ready to go, guys.
Give it to Samira then, Princess.
Too late, I already drank it.
Oh, I got night fin soup.
Samira. Yeah. I remember how to trade.
Oh, thanks.
I still haven't replaced the shield in Burning Crusade either, so this is what I
there
got.
Is there any shadow damage in this encounter?
Probably.
Oh, thank you, Goose.
Okay, I'll throw out some shadow protects. Hold on.
It's not Lethon, but I definitely think there's some.
Oh yeah, don't need to RP walk anymore.
Are we ready?
Almost.
No, I'm still buffing.
Yeah, I'm still looking for my gloves. I have my level 13
How about
woodworking
fears?
gloves.
Are there any fears here?
Yes.
Why can't I stop RP walking?
Fear ward you after us?
Yeah, give me a fear ward just in case.
You said it was numlock, right? Come back. Why am I walking?
RP walk is slash next to your numlock. So.
Oh, hash. Oh yeah, there we go. Wee!
Ooh,
I'm fast
spirit
as fuck,
scroll.
All right, I gotta screenshot this too.
Oh my gosh, there is no better way to end this guild. I'm so happy right now.
I have a spirit.
I need to
scroll.
come
Does
back for
anyone
the
want
photo.
it? Anyone want a level 45 scroll of spirit 4?
Ooh, a health stone. Hell yeah.
Okay,
I'm
guys.
missing-
So
Sorry.
the plan: if you die, stay dead. Don't release because we are going to disband as corpses.
Okay.
Unless we win. If we beat the dragon, then we'll disband as heroes.
If we win, we can go back to the standy spot and disband there.
Yeah.
If you
So
die,
might be our
Youth, and we're
consolation
still
prize.
fighting, go ahead and use the soul stone so we can try and beat this guy.
Oh yeah. Should we
No.
soul stone?
I soul stoned myself already.
Maybe we should soul stone. What do you think, Athros?
I already
No,
hit
the
Goose.
healers.
Or-
Do the healers.
Maybe Princess, because she also has the battle res, so if she dies early, then.
It's too late.
Well,
Both health
yeah,
stone or soul stones are already used.
Yeah,
Oh,
they've been
okay.
used.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah. Whatevs. Let's do it.
Okay. Everyone ready? Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna charge in here first. So I'm gonna try and get what I can call threat. No guarantees.
Hey, Sag, what curse you're using?
Oh shoot, I have agony up. I'll use elements.
Okay. I'll do agony then.
Pants is
down,
down.
Pants down.
Wipe it.
Rip.
Oh no! He caught us with our pants down.
I mean, we've got it down to 95%.
I mean,
We're making
so far,
progress,
so good.
guys. I have no idea what he does.
We'll find out here. I think it's just stay out of green shit. Yeah, it put the Felguard to sleep. Yep, put me to sleep. Shit. I'm gonna try and move her.
People need to kite it around.
I will have you know we're doing way better than I thought we would.
Wow. I thought we'd probably kill it.
I have low confidence. Oh, I just got yeeted
Really?
because it's a dragon.
Oh,
What
why
was
can't
that?
I hit you?
The beep, that was my microwave.
Okay.
Holy crap, I got knocked back too.
Yeah, she eats.
Oh no, don't die please. Okay, ads. Oh no, ads.
What?
There's ads?
There are definitely ads. Oh
Oh
god.
no, this is how we're gonna
Why
go
can't
out.
I
We're gonna
cast?
go
I
out.
don't know why I
Rip.
can't cast. Oh no.
It puts she apparently puts your abilities on like super long CDs too.
Yeah.
I didn't
Don't
notice
release.
that part. Oof. I got a crushing blow and
You know, for a
because I
moment,
couldn't
I
shield
thought-
block.
For a moment, I thought we just might beat this thing.
It was
I
we
know.
were doing good.
I
70
thought the horde was
70.
attacking us.
Alright,
If you
guys,
really
I'm
wanted
still
to.
up.
Oh,
It's
this is
fine.
how
I'll
I
just clear her.
die.
It's fine.
I got killed by a druid. I feel so
Fear,
betrayed.
Fear didn't work, guys. She's immune. We're doomed. I got my soul stone.
Okay, Samira's still up though, so maybe we have a chance.
I'm up. I'm back up.
Oh, get him, Tack! Get him, Tack!
Oh,
Gooth!
Oh,
Gooth,
go
you
Gooth,
can
go
do it!
Gooth.
your only
77%!
hope.
He's got a glad weapon. He's good. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I got it, guys. I'm back up.
Oh, he's back.
I got this.
Hold on.
Ah,
So when we
Strands of
log
light
back
have
in
been
for ZG,
severed,
we're gonna
guys.
log in right under this guy's feet.
Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it?
Nah, it's gonna
Little
be
bit.
fun. We'll have to hearth and heal to get to go anyway.
That'll be a great start of the adventure.
Mhm.
So
Or-
are we G? Oh, you're G kicking. You G kicked everyone.
There it goes.
Oh, this
Disbanded.
made disbanded.
Over.
Oh,
Yeah.
Over.
There it is.
Dragon killed it. Dragon killed the guild.
Wow.
So now we log out.
Yeah, let's just log out as corpses. I
GG's
wouldn't have it
everyone.
any
It was a
other
good
way.
attempt.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
gave
shit.
it our all.
We were killed by the Dreamer.
Yeah.
The strands of our guild have been severed.
Yeah. Wow.
I feel like if that guy keeps playing WoW and has something like this in another 10 years, like this will be one of the stories he tells.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This leaves an impression. Has to. Well, thank you everyone for coming. That went better than I could have possibly imagined.
That was the best
That was
ending.
a lot of fun. Very a lot of fun.
Was.
That was a lot of fun.
That was fantastic.